guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jong and I'm a part-time reseller in applications such as Poshmark, Mercari, and Vinted. And in today's video, I want to share with you regarding how I store my inventory. So without further ado, let's start talking about the inventory. I've seen a few videos on how like a full-time reseller or part-time reseller actually store their items. I have a problem here. I have hundreds and hundreds of inventory. I used to be a small seller. I have only a few and a luggage can fit everything. But now that I'm becoming more and more of a big seller, I have a lot of inventories where I have to store in my 900 square feet house, which is pretty small. Another challenge that I have is I know a lot of people use like the plastic, storage plastic thingy. And it's nice if you have a house or a room where you can store those things, then because you can hide it from the guests coming in. But guys, I want to have a YouTube appropriate house or YouTube friendly house where it's nice and aesthetically pleasing. So I have a problem because I don't want to be showing like plastic storage behind my back. In the past, what I've done was, I was a small seller like I said or mentioned earlier. In the past, I just use my luggage. So I have a few like big size luggage where I just store everything and dump into the luggage, and whenever I need to pull some stuff from my sale, then I just pull the plastic bag or the item from the luggage. The problem there was it's getting really hard to find my stuff because I have increasingly more and more inventory, so I need to like open the luggage and just pull everything out of the luggage to find one thing and then put it back in. At the end of the day, I got super lazy to just like find one thing out of like a pile of stuff in the luggage. Another challenge that I encountered was I just had not like enough luggage. So I had a ton of stuff and I only have a few luggage that I can fill some stuff in. So I just run out of luggage and space. It stopped working for me. Another option that I've explored was using the USPS large flat rate mailboxes. So I've used like a ton of boxes and my house is just becoming like a dumpster because everything is just like boxes and boxes. It's easy. I classified it or categorized it based on, this is bottom, this is top, this is skirt. It's easier to find. It's just kind of all over, and I just don't get that aesthetically pleasing kind of house that I want. So I got rid of those boxes. Now what? So I went to IKEA a few months ago with my boyfriend, and the intent there was to find just a small like wooden storage box in the color white so it fits my gray background, and to store those in like the small pull-out storage boxes. Now I found a few of those, but then I was like, it might look messy still because you need to find a storage box that exactly cover like those wooden boxes, if you know what I'm saying. But so I was like, okay, then I'll just look at drawers. So then another option that I explored was drawers. Now the problem there was I looked at some of the nice drawers and they cost like $200-$300, which is kind of out of my budget considering I'm still a small seller. So when I was exploring IKEA, I found this one section of just like wardrobe, and I found this wardrobe behind me which cost $99 for a 3-door wardrobe, and it was a pain to bring it. It was huge, heavy. Thankfully my boyfriend helped me build it so I can build this huge wardrobe, but it worked for me. So yeah, but I like about the wardrobe is it's tall. So for me, a person who lives in a small space, I feel like that's space efficient because it's not going across to the bottom, but it also goes up in height. So I can save some space instead of going like, a lot of things on the floor. It goes up so I can store more stuff kind of stacking up. Also, another thing that I like about this thing compared to the plastic storage boxes is it hides the mess. So there's a ton of mess over here, but you cannot see. All you see is just a pretty white thing behind me because it's not transparent. So even though I have a ton of mess inside, you cannot see it, and that's what I need. I have a lot of stuff and I just need to hide it, so this works for me. So I'm going to show you what exactly this looks like. And also inside, I have a transparent plastic storage boxes. And obviously, this white thing really helps me to hide all the mess. But inside, when you get inside the wardrobe, all I need is functionality that works for me. And I don't use labels or stickers on all the plastic bags where I store my stuff. I really just memorize and organize the items based on category. So I have different category for, Free People brand or Anthropology brand or bottoms or jeans. I also have other tops, dress with patterns, dress that are solid, or sweaters. And that's how I categorize all my stuff. So whenever I open the wardrobe, I know exactly where to go. I know it's not as easy as having an ID or label so you know where exactly the stuff is, but at least for me, it just reduces the amount of, stickers that I need to stick, or reduce the time that I need to organize the inventory. And it does create a mess somehow because I need to kind of still look through each of the cube where exactly I store them at. But at least I know where to find them, even though I still need to find, like the exact place, but I know in which area I store it. So that's how I categorize my item. Another thing that I think is easy when you use the transparent storage box or just box in general inside and categorizing them based on different category is the method of stacking really works for me. Instead of labeling, I can tell from the stacks on each of the transparent bags, I can tell where they are just by their pattern or their color or the brand. So like out of this Anthropology stacks, I kind of stack them one, and I can just say, oh, I need the floral, black floral one, so I just pull it from the stack without even like digging through like what I used to do with the luggage. So that worked for me. And this is not perfect. I got this 3 doors storage, but I am growing and I still have a lot more stuff. So even though I have a big space in this 3 doors drawer or wardrobe, I still use luggage on the side over here to store all the big items like sweaters, blazer that does not fit anymore in this storage. So yeah, I just kind of need to think a little bit more creatively moving forward how I'm gonna be able to store more stuff if I have more stuff. But hopefully this is kind of the standard amount of items that I have, and I won't be adding too much into my store because there's a lot already. Now I know this works for me for now. Like I mentioned earlier, things get hidden, things slips inside, so sometimes I just need to like pull everything from the box and just rearrange them, and sometimes things gets hidden and I just get to find it by actually like rearranging some stuff. So it's not the most efficient method. So maybe there's room for me for improvement to label them. I'm not sure how worth it is, considering it's not that often that I actually don't know where stuff or things got hidden, so I'm not sure. I also really like the fact that my plastic bag is clean without any stickers because it just looks new and professional. I just don't want people to be getting like a plastic bag with my item with like a handwritten sticker or just some like random ID, and I don't want to be putting those IDs on my Poshmark or Mercari either. So maybe there's room for improvement, but maybe not now for me. I think I also start running out of space because I've been using standard 9x10 bags. I think 9x10 or 9x12. But some of the items that I have are actually really thin, and I think just that using that Ziploc bag also put in air into the bag, and sometimes that's what makes me run out of room. And what I've been doing recently is for a thinner item, like a really small thing, I've been just using a smaller bag and just compress it, making sure that it's almost like vacuum. So it's really thin, and also I make sure that the other standard item is still in the standard bag, but I just press it before I close the ziplock so that I can make sure no airs consume the area in my storage. So that's all I have to talk about in terms of storage solution for Reseller for myself. I know there's a ton of other method that I've seen or other ways people keep their inventory, but this is what worked for me right now. I don't want to look too much like a reseller, guys. I want to look legit, so that's why I have this storage. But if you have any comments regarding this, any questions about how much it costs, how much the transparent storage box cost, let me know and I can answer your questions on the comment box down below. And see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.